Hola. You see, I told you they don't let me go. It's all right. They don't let me go. I'm always here. But I love to be here, and I'm looking good today. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. So where you going tonight? What you said?
I'm going out.
She like, I ain't trying to tell nobody. They gonna meet me at the club.
Yo, Ladybug, what's good? No, I'm low key. It's a nice little girls' night. So it's me and a few girls.
Okay.
We're gonna mack out. Jhana, you invited. I'm acting like.
Oh, okay.
I'm acting like you.
All right. I'm just making sure. You see, I'm pressing you.
She was about to give me face. Oh
yes,
no. But definitely
we're back. Welcome back.
I know, right? You see?
We have like a back-to-back show tonight. Like
it's going.
Interviews left and right, and she put the camera on you.
And we're welcoming
the Kennie Dubb.
Well,
get the floor.
I had to give him that.
So you're actually all around town. Like you all over doing performances, you touring, coming out with videos, and we gonna get to where that video got played though. All right. You mix it, and I got a chance to chop it up with you before at the Pink and Black event.
Right.
And your performance blew. Like I was just like, once you finished performing, I have to get to talk to him because you performed. Your energy was like you could just tell your passion, and I'm like,
I appreciate that.
You could just took one.
All right.
It's just like some people that you see performing, like you could tell, like if they're gonna make it or not. Like it was just that one performance that I saw, and I'm just like, he got the confidence and the swag.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That was a dope.
Is that natural?
Yeah, I wouldn't, but it's never. Like, I wouldn't just say it's like just an easy thing. I mean, I know what to do, but it's always a challenge because I want to challenge myself to put on a good show. And I didn't know if, everybody would love what we came to do.
Right.
But at the same time, when you're having fun, what you do, that is the natural part. When you're just having fun.
Okay. And that event was about breast cancer awareness. Definitely. And about that event, what brought you out there to that event? Like, was this someone...
And you know what? Because we did an interview at that event, and I didn't get to mention a family member of mine that actually, you know, she had breast cancer.
Okay.
And now she's recovering and all of that.
So she's a survivor.
Amen. Yeah, that's what's up.
Shout out to all the survivors. And just like I said, like at that interview, and I'll say tonight, I just really like to just inspire and be part of something that I, like positive causes. And for something like that. Even if we're not related to somebody, I'm sure that we know somebody who knows somebody who's affected by that, because a lot of people is affected.
Definitely. So. Definitely.
So when you're performing and you're giving it your all, who or what are you thinking about? What is that inspiration that is making you go so hard? Because I'm just like, there's always that one person that you...
You know what? In general, I think it comes from being like the underdog for so long. Like, I feel like a lot of people, if you look at my mixtape, and like one of my monikers is the unsung hero, and that's just basically a person that basically gets the job done, save the day per se, but never really quite gets his just due a credit. So I think that performing is my time where everybody is like all eyes on me, and I only have this shot to really show what I'm about.
Right.
So it's those moments.
Okay. So you're on your second season of the Dean's List tour.
Shout out to the Dean's List.
And
hashtag Dean's LT.
I actually never met Scott Morris. He's the founder of the tour.
Correct.
But we've been communicating for quite some time since I've started my business. It's a small world once you all doing the same. Yes.
I just peeped that.
I plead the fifth. I might be just a tad bit. But it's because when you're in this industry, you run into so many people.
Yeah, it's a small world.
And we all know each other. And that's the beauty of it, that we get to push each other and build together. So in a few years when you make it, I'm like, yo, I interviewed Kennie Dubb.
Yeah, that's
or when I make it, you be like, I Made You Famous Radio, or featured on RichOffLife.com, or Hip Hop Social Net.
It's crazy. It's a small world. Like when you told
me,
it's crazy how when Jhana told me Kennie was coming up, you was coming up, I was like, what? Really? Yo, I haven't seen him in so long. And yo, when I did the interview, we was in the street.
Right.
Like we
Oh,
was
so it was
literally
an outside interview.
basically the venue was small. It was a small venue, and there was nowhere to really have a quiet corner to actually conduct the interviews. So I was like, nah, bump this. We outside. So I had my camera guy go in the corner,
Straight up,
in the Lower East
But y'all
Side.
showed me love and the energy y'all gave me. It was great. So
right.
it's good seeing you ladies again tonight.
It's
Yes,
crazy.
you all smile.
Look at you, Kenny.
He giving us the light skin squint, the brown skin squint.
No, the emoji eyes.
The
He
emoji
emoji
face.
eyes.
They cutting me.
So your track No Promises featuring August. And
Yes.
no, we're not talking about August or seeing the ladies. But when I did see you sent me this track, I'm like, yo, you got a track with August? But no, this guy is actually dope, though.
Nah.
His name is
Shout out to my man
August. He's
August.
actually dope.
He's from California.
So how did you link up with him and how did that song even come about?
I did a couple of shows with him at Drum and SRBs, and I think after SRBs, being a fan of his music and his sound, I was just like, wow, I would love to collaborate. But with me, I don't like to just collaborate just for the sake of collaborating. I really want to make a beautiful project.
Right.
So I came across this beat, and I just like, yo, I got this track, and I think you would sound great on it. Shot it to him. And I was just like, yo, do what you want. Verse, chorus, whatever. And when he shot me back, I liked it. So we went into the studio a week later, recorded it. And then 2 weeks later, we shot the video.
And that song is pretty deep and it's geared towards domestic violence.
What?
Is it not? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's not domestic violence. It's
Love. And how love, you quoted. And I'm saying domestic violence. You said,
you said what?
He really gave the side eye. He's like,
I get what she's saying. Go ahead, finish your
because
stuff.
your quote, okay? Because I did my research, y'all. I'm like, wait, am I interviewing the right? But no, your song, it doesn't gear towards the whole song, but in a part of this song, you quoted, most of the time, love gets you killed. And with domestic violence going on, was that a major part of why you made the song? Because of domestic violence, or?
Well, no, because I definitely don't promote domestic violence.
Not promoting it, but just
awareness.
Making people aware about it.
Well, I guess I can see the tie-in with that. For the most part, it was more so a figure of speech, not you dying, but a lot of times when we're out there searching for love and we put our whole hearts
We
out
lose
there,
ourselves.
we end up getting hurt.
So I had my blonde moment where I didn't catch on to the bars. That's what you call bars.
Right, I appreciate that.
That's the bar that I didn't catch on to, but okay. And that song was actually featured on MTV.com.
Yes.
Huge.
Yes.
Congrats.
Thank you.
See, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Huge.
Congrats on that.
Huge.
That's
Shout
what's
out to
up.
my man August on
Yes.
putting that together.
So exactly, tell us about that moment when you realized, yo, that's me. Like, was it a surprise or did you know?
It was a surprise, but my man August was telling me about because when we finished it and we shot the video, I'm like, I don't want this to just sit on YouTube or just Facebook. I really want to get some reach on this. So when he said, he can, pull that together, when it actually happened, because a lot of people make promises and no pun intended,
right?
He fulfilled on that one. So when I saw it, I was like, wow. But I didn't want to get cocky because I really want to keep going. I want to see what other reaches we can do.
Okay. So you're very humble.
Yes.
Very humble guy, and that's very important in this industry because people do let stuff get them big headed, and then it smacks them in their face when they don't make it.
Right.
So it's cool to be humble. Like you got to a point where it's like this is an accomplishment, but you know that there's always more out there.
Right.
Cool dude. So before we get to play the song that we was just talking about, before we get to play No Promises, let us know about any upcoming projects going on. Maybe you have any venues that you're going to be performing at.
2015's around the corner.
It's right around the corner. We got Unsung Hero 2, the mixtape, coming out real soon, maybe the top of the new year. Unsung Hero 1 is currently out. My next concert, the last concert of this year, will be December 21st at Arlene's Grocery, featuring my man Sean Taylor and also August. We'll be performing, No Promises. You ladies are invited.
Yay!
I love invites.
I would love for you all to come. And at the top of the new year, we'll have the major stage event January 2nd at Drum.
Okay. So you're really a busy dude, and that is dope.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, because you're staying busy, and that is definitely most important. So I almost forgot, but before you go, you have a friend here, and pretty cool dude.
My man Sean Taylor.
How you doing? You can join us
Come
for a
through,
few.
my man.
Let me give him a little round of applause.
Listen, we just did a show for my pre-B-Day event at SRB's. And my man came through with the trumpet. He sang.
Yes, sir.
He wooed the ladies. You want to tell him about it? How that event
Go
went?
ahead, go ahead.
I mean, at SRB's, it was great. You know what I mean? And the energy was amazing. It was, honestly, we didn't have any rehearsal or anything.
Right.
But we just decided to go with it with raw emotion. And
The footage is on my website, by the way.
right, you can see the full live footage at KennieDubb.com.
Tell him a little bit about yourself.
Yeah,
though.
so you're a part of. Oh, he's taking over the show. He interviewing his man.
I'm about to turn my mic off. Like, I'm good.
It's all love though. He's excited, but I'm happy though, because you're definitely a part of his team, Ambitious Gang. And tell us a little bit about your success and how far you've come in this industry as an aspiring entertainer.
Okay. I'm a segue into that answer.
Okay, cool.
I feel that, and Kenny could chime in at any given moment. Ambition Gang is something where it's not just an affiliation thing. I feel like Ambition Gang is where everybody's part of Ambition
Right.
Gang, you know, because we're all ambitious. We're all going after our goals and dreams in some way, shape, or another. I would say that being ambitious, I've reached good heights thus far. You know,
Okay. Any people that you've worked with? That
yeah, Lil Kim. I did Lil Kim's baby shower.
Nice.
It was that aired on WeTV. So I played
Definitely
trumpet
seen that.
for her.
Okay.
I did Apollo Live 2 times. Me and my brother Sky Zoo, we did the A3C down in
So
Atlanta.
y'all working.
Yeah.
Y'all traveling.
It's all about the ambition.
How long you've been playing? Sorry, I know this is like, how long you've been? No, because I admire people playing instruments. You don't hear a lot of people,
Right.
besides piano, besides guitar, like trumpet.
I'm glad
like,
you said that.
How
I'm glad
long?
you.
How long?
I've been playing since the 5th grade, so I've been playing for
Okay.
15 years.
That's great.
And
That's
I'm
great.
glad that you pointed it out because, you know, I've come across some A&Rs and a few executives, and that's, I guess you could say, like my pitch
That
to
stands
them.
out,
I say,
yeah.
you know,
Right.
it's a cookie cutting industry, and everybody wants like, you know, the exact same thing. But I said, you got people who sing and play the piano, people who sing and play the guitar, but you don't have anybody who's singing and picking
It's
up a
all
horn.
about
Exactly, 'cause that's
uniqueness and
still
what
a-
you're gonna bring that's gonna be different to the table, and not to keep music the same. Music evolves. Like
Exactly.
Music
Indeed.
is
put
art,
that
and art
trumpet
is diverse.
in that band. Like
That's what
we
I'm
need
saying.
a trumpet.
Right,
Just like
right.
KD, you know, Kenny was like, yo, there's no trumpet on the actual No Promises record, but he was like, yo, just for the live show, just play a little
Yes,
something,
and it'll
and
bring
it just
a
added to
vibe.
the added to the overall ambiance. You know what I'm
I want to
saying?
do something like that. Like, I want to learn tap dancing. Like, I've wanted to learn tap for a long time, ever since I see Sesame Street, and I keep
I
forgetting
knew
his
you were gonna
name.
Who,
say something
Savion
funny.
Glover?
Yes, I seen him live one time. And
I mean, I
like,
could teach you some
cried.
stuff, so.
I cried like I was
So
young.
you
and
do
I
tap
cried.
also?
Yeah, I'm
Yo,
a dancer. as
I would
well.
do
Yeah,
a show and just start busting out a tap. Like,
Word,
you can't,
word.
Like, so serious. That's on my bucket list. That's something I want to do.
Okay, cool.
But-
So make it
sure-
happen.
Right.
I
Give him
am.
your
I am.
information.
And I will.
Switch-
I'm gonna get lessons.
Network.
About the network.
Network,
Make you
network.
famous.
It's all about the ambition.
Amen.
So we're gonna go to this No Promises. You want to introduce your track?
No Promises, currently featured on MTV.com, featuring my man August Hossman.
Yay! Thanks for coming.
Thank you.